Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. It turned out to be a fairly okay day today. It did warm up a little bit, even though it did become cloudy after sunrise. It was kind of clear up until that point, and then became cloudy the rest of the day. But at least the temperatures did get kind of warmer than what we've had. And that will kind of continue, even though we probably have some rain moving into the Jackson area. Around midnight tonight, 12, 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, and probably lasting until, Saturday night, maybe, somewhere on in there. We even have some chances for thunderstorms kind of in between all that, embedded thunderstorms here and there, and the heaviest is likely towards early Saturday afternoon is where it's appearing right now. I'd say, early afternoon hours, mainly on that day. And some of the storms could be rather strong and get a good little heavy rain out of it. I don't think it'll be a severe episode like Alabama and Georgia had last weekend. I don't think it'd be that bad, but then again, it wouldn't hurt to be cautious between now and then just to play it safe. Alright, that's a little hint on the forecast there. Let me move on to today's climate data. It was cloudy skies at 5 o'clock out there here in Bemis, and still is as of 5:54 p.m. The temperature at 5 p.m. was 46 degrees here in Bemis. It's still 46 degrees at the moment as of 5:54 p.m. The dew point at 5 p.m. was 23 degrees. The humidity was at 40%. The wind was out of the east at 6 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.17 inches of mercury. We did not have a wind chill this morning because the wind was calm during the morning hours. You got to have some wind to have a wind chill. I think all of you know that, though. Speaking of the low this morning, did get down to 22 degrees, so it actually felt like 22 degrees this morning since we didn't have no wind chill. That's cold enough, this even without the wind, though, I tell you. Today's high did get on up to 48 degrees here in the Bemis area. Of course, so far, no rain here in the Bemis area of Jackson. The lowest humidity today was 35% as of 2 p.m. The highest was 84% as of 1 and 2 a.m. Lowest dew point temperature was 16 degrees at 5 and 6 a.m. The highest would be 25 degrees, and that was at 9 a.m. Lowest barometric pressure would be 30.17 inches of mercury. That occurred at 5 p.m. and the highest would be 30.38 inches, and that occurred at 1 and 2 a.m. Today's highest wind gust was 14 miles per hour out of the south at 1:14 p.m. Today's records for March the 7th, hottest high would be 83 degrees. One of these days we're going to get into the 80s, probably on down into latter half of April, though. Or unless we get a bonus day when it gets that warm unexpectedly. But it did happen in year 2000, not really that terribly long ago, 19 years ago. 83 in the year 2000 was the hottest high. Coldest high would be 33 degrees in 1989 and 1996. I'll get the year out in a second. The warmest low would be 63 degrees in 1951, while the coldest low would be 17 in the year 2015. We only missed that by 5 degrees this morning, have a low of 22. 17 degrees was the coldest low in 2015. Rainfall record today, 1.33 inches, and that fell in 1961, while the snowfall record for today, we had 5 inches of snow today, in the year 2008. Had a pretty good amount of rain, snow, that is. Excuse me, snow. 11 years ago, if I'm thinking right? 2008, 5 inches of snow today. It can happen. It has happened in the past, but thank goodness not this year. Alrighty, that's the basic climate data summary for the evening. Let me move on to a few graphs and be on my way here. I'll show you the current radar, which is trying to show a few sprinkles or light rain showers in parts of West Tennessee right now, but most of it's going to be coming later on tonight. As you can see, there's a few of them to our north, up near Dyersburg, a little north of Dyersburg, on up toward Union City and Martin, up in that area. It might be coming a little bit of a light rain shower or sprinkle up in that area. Most of it's near the Mississippi River and actually west of there. Nothing really going on. There's a little bit over there in east. Well, take that back. Some is formed over in Middle Tennessee, north of McMinnville, and it's moving eastward, away from Jackson, toward East Tennessee there. All right. Let me branch it out one more scan and see that it's actually, yes, it is raining over in that part of Middle Tennessee. It looks like it's building a little bit up there in the northern sections of West Tennessee. Hey, look at all that snow up there in Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. And that's moving southeast, so that's going to be possibly tagging northeast East Tennessee later on tonight. They might get some snow up there in Johnson City, up in that area tonight, but not here. It'd be all rain once it gets started here, thank goodness. A little mixture up there in extreme eastern Kentucky. Other than that, radar looks fairly clear at the moment. Nothing in the near future. At least nothing heavy, I'll put it that way. All the heavy stuff should wait until portions of tomorrow and on into Sunday. They might get a little heavy rain tomorrow afternoon, but especially Sunday afternoon. All right, let's move on to the satellite picture. Let me bring that down so you can see it a little bit better. As you can see, it's basically mostly cloudy, but there are a few breaks in the clouds. It stretches all the way over there through Oklahoma and parts of Texas, moving through Arkansas and headed our way, of course. Hold on, please. Let me see who this is. Well, I'm supposed to do that. Well, I really don't. Let me try one more quick time, then I'll finish my video. As you can see, there's clouds that are moving through the area at this time. Let me move on to the current surface map. I didn't mean to miss your phone call, but I was in the middle of making my video, so you ready me to come get you or something? Okay, alright, bye. As I was saying, let me see. As I was saying, this is the current surface map, according to the Weather Channel, of course. Let me go bring this up so I can read it to you better. Alright, here we go. Let me move this over just a little bit. The current surface map is actually showing a stationary front to our north and a warm front headed our way from Arkansas. And so it's going to warm up a little bit overnight and tomorrow. Cool. It does show that snow up to the northeast, though, in parts of Virginia on over to Kentucky and Indiana and Illinois, but it's moving southeast. It's not moving toward West Tennessee. It shows a little bit of rain there in East Tennessee, and this again, the current surface map. And really, that's almost the only thing going on in the entire country tonight. They're right up here. Well, and a few little light dotted showers out there in Colorado, and a little bit out in California and the western mountains there. And you see several lows out west. And that's again current surface map. And get to see the whole country better on this one. All right, let's look at tomorrow morning's forecast map. That was again the current surface map. Tomorrow morning's forecast map, Friday morning, I might say. Map looks shows the rain over our area just a little bit more intense by then. Let me get this where you can see it. And you see the stationary front, one front catches up with us. Remember, it's down southwest of us in Arkansas, I think it was. Well, still is. But the stationary front just to our north becomes a stationary front right over Tennessee, creating some pretty good rain in portions of west, middle, and east Tennessee by tomorrow morning. It's not real heavy, but it is darker green than the lighter green. That lighter green is, like say 20, 30, 40% chance, and 50% or higher is the darker green in general. And there you see where the rain is for tomorrow morning. And you can see the area of snow up to the north. It continues north of us there. And really, that's the only area of precipitation except for out west where it's snowing in parts of the mountains out west. And that's a long figurated front there. What a word. I can't believe I said that without stuttering. Oh, goodness. All right, that's again tomorrow morning's forecast map. Might be a little touch of mixture of precipitation there in southwest Indiana, but I don't think they expect anything big out of it, though. At least I don't think so. All right, let's move on to tomorrow's midday forecast map for about noon tomorrow, roughly. It shows the stationary front still just to our south, right along Memphis. They're associated with that low over there, Oklahoma, Arkansas area. Pretty good area of rain covering most of Tennessee, moving into western North Carolina there. Still a little snow going on up in parts of Pennsylvania, maybe Maryland, and a little bit of West Virginia, mixing with rain there, West Virginia. A little bit of rain in Kentucky. There you see where it's at pretty much. And again, that's the main area of precipitation, except for the snow over here out west. A little bit of rain mixed in parts of the west, thanks to these low pressure systems here. And then again, this is for midday tomorrow. All right, let's look at tomorrow evening's Friday evening's forecast map. And the rain continues basically for tomorrow in the Tennessee area. It seems to be letting up a little bit, and most of the state. A lighter green, the darker green is down to our south, parts of Mississippi and Alabama and North Georgia, maybe southeast Tennessee by then. But the stationary front continues. There's a trough, which is a weak low pressure system, or a weak cold front, better word, from Pennsylvania down to about northeastern Arkansas there. A little bit of snow and sleet and mixed stuff up there in the Maryland, Virginia area. Otherwise, again, most of the precipitation will be out west in the form of snow and rain in the lower elevations, of course, out west. Again, this is for tomorrow night. All right. Otherwise, maybe a little light rain here tomorrow night, but nothing big. The tomorrow night's going to be a lighter version, but then it'll increase again by Saturday, of course. More on that by tomorrow night. Again, this is tomorrow evening's forecast map nationwide. All right. Then let's go on to the local forecast right here in Jackson, West Tennessee. I call it the readout forecast because I'll read a few days to you, and then I'll conclude by weather for the evening. Let me get it where I can get it focused good. Okay, well, there we go. Coast mostly cloudy rest of tonight and tomorrow, and Saturday actually. Possibly becoming fair by Saturday night. I'd say around, well, I'll just say sunset. And then that'll continue to about noon on Sunday. Then it'll become mostly cloudy again by lunchtime on Sunday. And then that'll continue into mostly cloudy on Monday and Tuesday of next week and Wednesday and Thursday. Oh my goodness. Once it sets back in, it's in until Friday of next week when it becomes mostly clear again. And Saturday of next week. Boy, I'm giving an extended forecast kind of quick like. Alright, you might like it better that way sometimes. Let me go ahead and give you a few more details for tomorrow. 80% chance of some occasional showers and a few thunderstorms, of course, tomorrow. Beginning around midnight, 1 o'clock tonight, thunderstorms are most likely after sunrise tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow, on and off. Low tomorrow morning near 41 degrees. High tomorrow about 52 degrees. East winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, sun rises at 6:15 a.m. Sets at 5:56 p.m. The moon will be rising at 7:34 a.m. tomorrow morning and setting at 7:55 tomorrow evening. On Saturday, of course, mostly cloudy with a good 80% chance of more showers and thunderstorms. Heavy rain and heavy thunderstorms are possible until sunset on Saturday, especially during the afternoon hours. All of it should be ending and skies should be becoming fair towards Saturday night. Low near 50, high of 66 with south winds at 20, gusting 35 miles per hour. It's going to be windy during the day on Saturday, switching around to the west at about 10 to 20 miles per hour by Saturday night. Okay, Sunday, mostly fair till noon, then becoming mostly cloudy like I mentioned. Low of 43, high of 62 with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Remember, daylight savings time begins at 2 a.m. Sunday morning, so be sure you set your timepieces and clocks and what have you ahead 1 hour before you go to bed Saturday night, so you'll be on time Sunday. Low near 43, high of 62 with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour on Sunday. All right, I'm going to let it go at that for this evening and enjoy the nice dry conditions that we'll have for the remainder of the evening. Should be basically okay here in Jackson. I believe the radar is still showing it fairly clear. Most of the rain, once again, so far this evening is taking place to the north of Jackson, mainly up around Sharon and Dresden and Martin, Union City, up in that general area, maybe over toward Paris. Northern sections of West Tennessee, basically, but it is expected to increase toward midnight and cover here in Jackson as well, and on into off and on throughout the day tomorrow. Alrighty, once again, low tomorrow morning near 41, high of 52 tomorrow, and currently as of 6:10 p.m. it's 46 degrees at the moment here in Bemis, Tennessee. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and listening and leaving some nice comments from time to time. I appreciate that. And I hope to talk to you again tomorrow evening with more updates on the potential of possible severe weather toward Saturday afternoon. Alright, until then, good night.